everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Academy, where learning English is simple, practical, and enjoyable.
Hello, Emily.
Hi, Tom, and hello to everyone listening today. We're so happy you're here for another English conversation.
Me too. Emily, can I ask our listeners a quick question?
Of course.
Have you ever wanted to talk about your family in English, but suddenly couldn't remember the right words?
That happens to so many English learners.
It really does. Someone asks, "Do you have any brothers or sisters?"
And suddenly,
Everything disappears.
exactly.
Your mind goes completely blank.
But don't worry.
Today's lesson will help you feel much more confident.
Family is one of the very first topics you'll hear in everyday English conversations.
Whether you're meeting someone for the first time,
Traveling,
studying abroad,
even during a job interview.
there's a very good chance someone will ask about your family.
So today, we'll show you how native speakers naturally introduce their families.
We'll also teach you useful words that people use every day.
And by the end of this lesson,
You'll be able to describe your family much more naturally.
we'll even practice together later.
So stay with us until the end.
Tom, if someone asks you about your family,
Hmm?
where should you begin?
The best place to start is your immediate family.
Immediate family,
Those are the people closest to you
like your parents.
and the brothers or sisters you grew up with.
I hear one mistake very often.
Which one?
Some learners say,
I live with my two fathers. They actually mean my parents.
exactly.
In English, parents means your mother and father together.
That's the correct word. So you can simply say, my parents live in New York.
Or
I'm visiting my parents this weekend.
Both sound completely natural.
Now let's talk about brothers and sisters.
There's a very useful English word.
It saves you a lot of time.
The word is
Siblings.
siblings means your brothers and sisters together.
Instead of saying,
I have two brothers and one sister.
you can simply say,
I have three siblings.
short
Simple.
and very natural.
But here's another question.
What if you want to explain who is older and who is younger?
That's another place where learners sometimes get confused.
Some people say,
My big brother.
or,
My major sister. Those expressions sound unnatural in this situation.
instead,
Native speakers usually say,
my older brother,
or,
my younger sister.
for example,
My older brother works in technology.
my younger sister is still in high school.
Nice and easy.
And if you're between your older and younger brothers or sisters,
You can say,
I'm the middle child.
here's another useful expression.
What if someone doesn't have any brothers or sisters?
Then they can simply say,
I'm an only child.
that's a wonderful phrase to remember.
Very common.
Very natural.
And you'll hear it often in everyday conversations.
So today, we've already learned several important family words.
Parents,
Siblings,
older brother,
younger sister,
middle child.
and only child.
These simple words will help you describe your immediate family much more confidently.
And in the next part,
We'll move beyond your immediate family.
we'll learn about grandparents,
Aunts,
uncles,
cousins,
relatives.
and some beautiful family traditions that English speakers often talk about.
We'll learn about grandparents,
Aunts,
uncles,
cousins,
relatives.
and some beautiful family traditions that many people enjoy.
So, Tom, we've talked about our immediate family.
Right.
But what happens when the family gets bigger?
Then we're talking about our extended family.
Extended family includes the relatives who aren't part of your immediate family.
Such as your grandparents,
Your aunts
your uncles.
and your cousins.
There's something interesting about the word cousin.
Really?
Yes.
What makes it different?
In many languages, there are different words for a male cousin and a female cousin.
That's true.
But English keeps it very simple.
We just say,
Cousin
whether it's a boy,
or a girl.
the word never changes.
I remember one of my students.
What happened?
She wanted to tell me she had lunch with her female cousin.
And what did she say?
She said,
I had lunch with my girl cousin. That sounds very sweet.
it does.
But native speakers wouldn't usually say it that way.
Exactly.
A much more natural sentence is,
I had lunch with my cousin, Maria.
the name already tells us who you're talking about.
Nice and simple.
Now let's move to another generation.
Our grandparents.
The formal words are
Grandmother.
and grandfather.
Those are perfectly correct.
But in everyday conversations,
Most people say
grandma,
and grandpa.
for example,
My grandma makes the best pie.
or
My grandpa loves fishing. Those sound warm and natural.
here's another useful word.
Relatives.
Relatives means all the people in your extended family.
Grandparents,
Aunts,
uncles,
cousins.
and other family members.
Some learners become confused by this word.
That's true.
They think relatives only means parents.
But it's much broader than that.
You might say,
50 relatives came to our family party. That sounds like a busy celebration.
it certainly does.
Family gatherings can be loud
Busy?
and full of laughter.
That's part of what makes them special.
You know, Emily,
What?
family isn't only a list of vocabulary words.
I completely agree.
For many people,
Family is one of the most meaningful parts of life.
it's where we receive love,
Support
encouragement.
and care.
That's why it's so important to value our families,
Valuing your family means spending time together,
listening to each other,
helping one another.
and showing kindness every day.
Respect is another important part of family life.
Many children learn to respect and obey their parents.
That's something people value in many cultures.
It helps build responsibility.
And wisdom.
Every family is different, though.
That's true.
Every family has its own traditions.
Or family customs.
Customs are the special things your family does together.
They make each family unique.
Emily, did your family have any traditions?
We always had dinner together on Sunday evenings.
That sounds wonderful.
It gave everyone time to talk about the week.
My family had a different tradition.
Really?
Every Saturday morning, we made a big pancake breakfast together.
That sounds delicious.
We almost never missed it.
Traditions don't have to be complicated.
Sometimes the smallest traditions become our favorite memories.
I couldn't agree more.
And in the next part,
We'll discover how friends can become family.
we'll learn expressions like
He's like a brother to me.
chosen family
Useful pocket words.
and more natural English you can use every day.
We'll discover how friends can become family.
We'll also learn some useful expressions that native speakers use all the time.
Tom, you know something?
What?
Sometimes the people we call family.
Aren't actually related to us.
Exactly.
I think that's one of the most beautiful parts of life.
Me too.
We all have friends who become like family,
Friends who support us
encourage us.
and stay beside us through difficult times.
There's an old saying that I really love.
Which one?
A friend who is closer than a brother.
That's a beautiful expression.
It describes someone who is always there for you.
Even though you aren't related by blood,
Exactly.
you're connected by trust.
And by friendship,
So, how can we introduce a friend like that in English?
it's very easy.
Really?
Yes,
What can we say?
you can say,
He's like a brother to me.
or
She's like a sister to me.
those expressions immediately tell people how close your friendship is.
I've also heard another phrase.
Chosen family?
Exactly.
It's a modern expression that's becoming more common.
What does it mean?
It means the people you choose to keep close because you trust and care about them.
I really like that idea.
Me too.
Family isn't always about blood.
Sometimes it's about love, loyalty, and support.
Speaking of support,
Hmm?
one of the best ways to improve your English is practicing with someone.
Absolutely.
You can practice with a teacher
A study partner.
or even an English learning assistant.
The important thing is to keep speaking.
Every little conversation helps.
Exactly.
All right.
I think it's time for one of my favorite parts,
Mine too.
pocket words.
These are useful words you can remember and use every day.
Ready?
Let's begin.
Our first pocket word is
Sibling.
a sibling is your brother or your sister.
Example.
I have 3 siblings.
Nice and simple.
Our second pocket word is
Relative.
a relative is someone in your family by birth or by marriage.
Example.
Many of my relatives came to my birthday party.
Great.
Our third pocket word is
Custom.
a custom is a special tradition that a family or culture follows.
Example.
It's our family custom to eat dinner together every Sunday.
Wonderful.
Pocket word number 4.
Obey.
To obey means to listen respectfully and follow instructions.
Example.
Children should obey their parents and show kindness to others.
That's an important value.
It certainly is.
And our final pocket word today,
Bond.
a bond is a strong connection between people.
Example, my sister and I have a very strong bond.
Those 5 words will help you describe your family much more naturally.
And remember,
Learning vocabulary is only the first step,
the real goal,
is using these words in real conversations,
that's how confidence grows.
one conversation at a time.
And in the next part,
We'll smooth out some common English mistakes
we'll compare unnatural sentences
with the expressions native speakers actually use.
so you'll sound more natural
More confident.
and much more fluent when talking about your family.
So you'll sound more natural
More confident.
and much more fluent when talking about your family.
Emily, I think it's time for one of the most helpful parts of today's lesson.
I agree.
It's time to.
Smooth it out
This is where we take sentences that sound a little unnatural.
and change them into the way native English speakers usually say them.
Ready for our first example?
Let's do it.
I hear this sentence all the time.
Me too.
A learner points to a photo and says,
He is the brother of my mother.
is it wrong?
Not exactly,
The grammar is understandable.
but it's much longer than necessary. Native speakers almost never say it that way.
So what's the natural version?
Simply say,
He is my uncle.
short
Clear?
and completely natural.
Let's try another one.
A learner wants to describe a large family and says,
My family is very much big.
we understand the idea.
But it isn't natural English.
A better sentence is,
I have a big family.
that's the expression you'll hear most often. If you want to sound a little more advanced,
You can also say,
I come from a large family.
I like that sentence.
Me too.
It sounds smooth and natural.
Ready for another common mistake?
Absolutely.
Sometimes learners say,
I am single child.
that's an easy mistake to make.
Why?
Because single usually means someone isn't married.
Exactly.
The correct expression is,
I am an only child.
let's say it together.
I am an only child.
Perfect.
Here's our final example.
Someone wants to express love for their family.
And they say,
I give value to my family.
we understand the meaning.
But it sounds too formal for everyday conversation.
Native speakers usually say,
I really value my family.
or
My family means a lot to me.
both sound warm
Honest.
and natural.
You know something?
What?
Small changes like these make a big difference.
They really do.
Your English becomes easier to understand,
And it sounds more relaxed.
which helps conversations feel more natural.
Exactly.
That's why learning common expressions is so important.
Sometimes one simple phrase,
Can replace a very long sentence.
and that's how native speakers usually communicate.
Short
Clear?
and comfortable.
Before we finish this section,
Let's quickly review today's smoother expressions.
he is my uncle.
I have a big family.
I come from a large family.
I am an only child.
I really value my family.
Those 5 sentences will make your English sound much more natural.
And much more confident.
In the next and final part,
We'll put everything together.
we'll practice a complete English conversation.
Imagine 2 coworkers talking during a coffee break.
They'll naturally use today's family vocabulary.
Then we'll review everything we've learned.
And we'll give you a preview of our next lesson.
So stay with us until the very end.
So stay with us until the very end.
Because now it's time to put everything together.
I think this is my favorite part of today's lesson.
Mine too.
It's time for our English conversation practice.
Let's imagine we're 2 coworkers taking a coffee break.
Sounds good.
Ready?
Absolutely.
It's been a busy morning.
It really has.
I'm glad we finally have a few minutes to relax.
Me too.
Hey, I just noticed a photo on your desk.
Oh?
Is that your family?
Yes, it is.
When was it taken?
Last weekend at my parents' house.
That's a wonderful picture.
Thank you.
It looks like you have a big family.
I do.
Tell me about them.
I have 4 siblings,
Wow,
and most of my relatives live nearby.
that must be nice.
It really is.
You must spend a lot of time together.
We do.
Do you have any family traditions?
Yes.
What do you usually do?
Every Sunday afternoon, we get together.
Just to spend time together?
Exactly.
That sounds like a wonderful family custom.
It's one of my favorite parts of the week.
Who's the man standing next to your younger brother?
Oh, that's David.
Is he your cousin?
No.
Really?
He's actually one of my closest friends.
I see.
He's like a brother to me.
I love that expression.
Me too.
Some friends really become part of the family.
Exactly.
You could even call them your chosen family.
That's a beautiful way to describe it.
You're very lucky.
I know.
It sounds like you have a strong support system.
I really do.
And it sounds like you truly value your family.
I do.
They mean a lot to you.
They really do.
That was a very natural conversation.
It felt just like a real coffee break.
Exactly what we wanted.
Did everyone notice how many useful family words we used?
We naturally use words like
Siblings,
relatives,
family custom,
chosen family.
and he's like a brother to me.
These expressions sound natural in everyday English.
The more you practice them,
The easier they'll become.
so don't try to memorize everything today.
Just start with your immediate family,
Then practice talking about your grandparents,
your cousins,
your relatives.
your family traditions.
Little by little,
Your confidence will grow.
before we finish,
We love to hear from you.
tell us in the comments.
Who is the funniest person in your family?
Is it your brother, your sister,
Your cousin?
or maybe your grandpa?
Every family seems to have one person who always makes everyone laugh.
We can't wait to read your stories.
And next time,
We'll continue this conversation series with another useful topic.
we'll learn how to talk about your goals in English,
Your dreams,
your future plans,
your career goals.
and everyday ambitions.
It's going to help you have even more natural conversations.
So don't miss it.
Before you go,
Please support Daily English Academy by liking this video.
subscribe if you like more natural English conversations.
And share this lesson with someone who's learning English.
Every lesson brings you one step closer to speaking with confidence.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We truly appreciate every one of you.
Keep practicing,
Keep speaking,
keep believing in yourself.
because every conversation makes you a little stronger.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Tom.
This is Daily English Academy.
We'll see you in the next lesson.
Goodbye, everyone.
Take care.